Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be continuing my 2017 reading wrap-up with books 61 through 65. As usual, I will leave a link down in the description to a playlist that has all of my other reading wrap-ups from this year if you want to check them out, but let's get started. The 61st thing that I read in 2017 is The Obelisk by NK Jemisin. This is the second book in the Broken Earths trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. It's set on this huge continent, and it's ruled by this one city-state called Yemenes, and this continent is plagued with these things called fifth seasons, and fifth seasons are periods of apocalyptic events, so acid rain or continuous volcanic eruptions and ash and poison and all that kind of stuff. It's where a lot of people die. And in the first book, a new fifth season has just begun. If you want to know more of my thoughts on the first book, I will leave a link down in the description to that video review, as well as my video review for this book if you want to know more of my non-spoiler thoughts of this one. But I really ended up loving this one. I gave it 5 stars because I think that the world and the magic expanded so well, and I really enjoyed a new perspective that we were given in this book that I thought added a lot to the story. So I just absolutely loved it, and if you want to know more of my thoughts, check out those reviews. The next book I read is A Dog Called Hope by Jason Morgan and Damian Lewis. Jason Morgan was in the Air Force and then served in the Night Stalkers, which is a branch of the Army that helps out a lot on special operations, missions, and everything like that. Anyway, he's injured and he wakes up in a hospital in the United States, and he's told that he's never going to be able to walk again. So it follows him on that journey of healing and accepting that his life has changed, and it also follows a dog named Nepal, who eventually becomes his canine companion for independence. I did an individual spoiler-free review for this book as well, which will be up in the card symbol and down below, but this book is so freaking good. I really loved all of the messages that it had. A lot of it is about hope and not letting adversity get you down and powering through and overcoming obstacles, and I just really enjoyed it. It also goes into depth about the process of service dogs and how important they are and who's qualified, and that there's actually a lot of people that could have service dogs that don't know that they could. I just really ended up enjoying this one, and I gave it 4.5 stars. So if you really like learning about military branches or about service dogs or animals in general, as well as people overcoming dealing with life-altering events, then this one is a really good one, and I definitely recommend it. There are also pictures in the book as well, and that's just some of his time when he was serving in the military, but I would recommend not looking at the pictures until after you finish the entire book because they spoil things that happen later on. After that, I picked up Outkast, which is the 4th book in the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series by Michelle Paver. The Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series follows a boy named Torak, and at the beginning of the first book, his father is killed by a bear, and it's an evil bear. And afterwards, he comes across a little wolf pup that his entire pack has died, so he starts to take care of it and finds out that he is able to communicate with this wolf pup. They together have to go on a journey to try to save all of the native populations that are in their area. This book is set in a very Scandinavian-like environment, but it's not any specific native tribe or clan or anything like that. It definitely draws on a bunch of different native populations from around the globe. And I really liked those aspects and how much research that Michelle Paver did to create these different clans. I think they're clans in this book. I'm really enjoying the continuations of Torak's story and how it explores different facets of just growing up. In this one, he is blamed for something that he couldn't control, and then he has to prove his innocence, and he ends up trying to save the native population again. I think that Michelle Paver does a really good job of educating you about different native traditions and respecting people's customs and everything like that, while also weaving a very interesting and entertaining story. So I ended up giving this one 4 stars. After that, I read Lowball, which is a Wild Cards novel edited by George R.R. Martin and Melinda M. Snodgrass. The Wild Cards series is a mosaic novel series where there's always a bunch of different authors that create one book together. And so each author has their own part in the story, and some parts are told in little sections, and then some parts are told all at once, and when you finish the novel, it all makes one cohesive story. I did an individual book review for this as well, so I'll leave that up in the card symbol as well as down below, and you can can check it out. But I really did end up enjoying this one a lot. I've been wanting to jump into this series for a long time, and someone told me that Lowball is a pretty good place to jump in. I would agree with that, although I know that there are some things that I'm missing, so I do want to go back and read some of the older books. This is like the 22nd book in the series, so that I can find out everything that I'm missing. Basically what happened was that there was an alien virus that was unleashed on the Earth, and it killed off a whole bunch of people. The people that survived are either just normal humans, and I don't know if they actually were infected by the virus or not, but they're normal humans still. There are people called Jokers that were mutated by the virus, so the main character of this novel, well, one of the main characters is Marcus, and he has a snake tail, so he's what's called a Joker because he can't pass as a regular human. And if you do pass as a regular human but you have some type of supernatural superpower, you're what's called an ace. So there's people that can receive extreme amounts of damage and still survive, or fly, or control the earth, or, you know, whatever you want. They have superpowers. If you want to know more of my thoughts, check out that review, and I gave this one 4 stars. And the 65th thing that I read in 2017 is I reread Green Lantern Volume 2, The Revenge of Black Hand, which is the 2nd volume in the DC Universe's New 52 series, which I know now is over, but I still want to go back and read all of the Green Lantern comics in this run. The first time I read this was back in 2014, so I didn't really remember anything that happened, and I wanted to continue on, so I had to read this one. I ended up liking it. I gave it a 3.5 stars. I think the first time I read it, I rated it 3 stars, and then the second time I liked it a little bit better, so I ended up giving it 4, and I just combined the two to make it 3.5. But I just think that the illustrations and everything are very entertaining, very fun, very vibrant, and I just really like Green Lantern. He's my favorite superhero, so yeah. I read this one. If you've read the Green Lantern comics, let me know if I should continue the New 52, should I abandon it and just start with the newest version of the Green Lantern story that is coming out. Let me know your thoughts. Those are the next 5 things that I read in 2017. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what you've been reading. Have you read any of these books? Are you interested? Do you have any recommendations? Anything you want me to know, leave it down below, and I will talk to you guys next time.